Good day, my friends. Let's learn something new today.
Imagine you're painting a picture. You're in the middle of adding a bright blue sky when suddenly the phone rings. The past continuous tense is like that moment just before the phone rang. It tells us about actions that were happening over a period of time in the past. This tense is super useful for setting the scene in stories and providing background information. It helps us understand what was going on at a specific moment in the past. Think of it like this. The past simple tells us about a finished action. I ate breakfast. The past continuous tells us about an action that was in progress. I was eating breakfast. It's a simple but powerful tool that can make your English speaking and writing much more interesting and dynamic. Let's dive in. Building a sentence in the past continuous tense is like making a sandwich. You need 2 slices of bread and some filling in the middle. The first slice of bread is the past tense of the verb to be, either was or were. I was, you were, he/she/it was. We were asterisk, they were. The filling is the action verb with ing added to it, like eating, playing, running. The second slice of bread is the rest of the sentence, giving us more information about the action. So a simple past continuous sentence looks like this. With subject plus was were plus, verb-ing plus. For example, I was watching a movie. They were playing football in the park. See, it's as easy as making a sandwich. The past continuous tense is perfect for describing actions that continued for some time in the past. It's a great way to set the scene and provide context for other events. It paints a picture of what was happening over a period of time, not just a quick, finished action. This tense helps to show the duration and ongoing nature of past activities. Let's say you want to tell someone about your day yesterday. You might say, I woke up at 7 a.m. Past simple, a finished action. I was working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Past continuous, an action that lasted for a period of time. See the difference? The past continuous emphasizes the ongoing nature of the work. The past continuous helps us understand that working was an ongoing action that took up a chunk of your day. It shows that the action was in progress during a specific time frame. Here are some more examples. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. This sets a vivid scene of a beautiful day. We were having dinner when the doorbell rang. The past continuous shows that dinner was an ongoing activity interrupted by the doorbell. By using the past continuous, we can create vivid and interesting descriptions of what was happening in the past. It allows us to bring our stories to life with detailed and dynamic scenes. Section 4. Interrupted how past continuous shows changes. The past continuous tense is also really useful for talking about actions that were interrupted by another action in the past. This tense helps us paint a vivid picture of what was happening before the interruption occurred. We often use the past simple for the interrupting action. This combination of tenses allows us to clearly distinguish between the ongoing activity and the sudden event that disrupted it. Imagine this. You're reading a book, completely engrossed in the story. The plot is thickening and you can't wait to see what happens next. Suddenly the phone rings and you have to put your book down. This unexpected interruption pulls you out of the fictional world. We can describe this situation using both the past continuous and the past simple. This helps us convey the sequence of events clearly. I was reading when the phone rang. This sentence structure is very effective in storytelling. Here was reading, past continuous, tells us about the ongoing action that was happening. It sets the scene and gives context. Rang, past simple, tells us about the sudden action that interrupted it. Here are more examples to illustrate this concept. She was cooking dinner when she burned her hand. The past continuous sets the scene while the past simple highlights the interruption. They were playing football when it started to rain. This combination of tenses makes the narrative more dynamic. This use of the past continuous is great for adding excitement and drama to stories. It makes the events feel more immediate and engaging. It helps us understand the sequence of events and how one action can suddenly interrupt another. This clarity is essential for effective communication. Section 5. Past continuous versus past simple. Spot the difference. Sometimes it can be tricky to know when to use the past continuous and when to use the past simple. These two tenses often confuse learners because they both refer to actions in the past. They both talk about the past, but they have different jobs. Understanding their roles can help you use them correctly. Remember, the past simple is like a snapshot. It tells us about a single, completed action in the past. It's like taking a photo of a moment that has already happened. The past continuous is like a video. It shows us an action that was ongoing for a period of time. Imagine watching a video that captures the flow of an event as it was happening. Let's compare. Past simple, I walked to the park. One completed action. This means the action is finished and done. Past continuous, I was walking to the park. An action that was in progress. This indicates that the action was happening at a certain time in the past. Here's another example. Past simple. The train arrived at 10 a.m., a finished event. This tells us the exact time the event was completed. Past continuous. People were waiting for the train. An action happening around a specific time in the past. This shows that the action was ongoing at that particular moment. The key is to think about whether the action was a single event or something that continued for a while. By understanding this, you can choose the correct tense and make your sentences clearer. Section 6. Past continuous versus present continuous time travel confusion. Now let's compare the past continuous with the present continuous. This can be a bit like time travel, so buckle up. The present continuous talks about actions happening right now. The past continuous talks about actions happening at a specific time in the past. Let's look at some examples. Present continuous. I am eating lunch right now. Past continuous. I was eating lunch at 1 p.m. at a specific time in the past. Here's another one. Present continuous. They are playing outside right now. Past continuous. They were playing outside yesterday afternoon at a specific time in the past. The key difference is the time frame. The present continuous keeps us in the present, while the past continuous transports us back to a specific moment in the past. Section 7. Keep practicing. Congratulations, you've learned all about the past continuous tense, how to form it, when to use it, and how it compares to other tenses. Remember, the past continuous is your storytelling superpower. Now it's your turn to practice. Try these activities. 1. Write 5 sentences about what you were doing yesterday at different times. 2. Think of a time you were interrupted while doing something. Write a sentence about it using the past continuous and the past simple. 3. Look at pictures in a magazine or online. Describe what the people were doing using the past continuous. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become using the past continuous tense. And remember, making mistakes is part of the learning process, so don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with it.